Welcome to the Experiment podcast, where we talk about life and business and how they daily intersect. I'm your host, Laura Dowdy. Let's get to some real talk. Happy New Year, y'all. Oh my gosh, we have made it to 2021. Today is Friday, January 1st, and we have made it through 2020, and today is the first day of a new year. And it has been so much fun going through the past 12 days with you. If you haven't stayed tuned in, please feel free to go back because each day was a different topic. We started back last Monday, which would have been episode 28. We are now on the absolute last door to open for 2021. And here we are. Gosh, it just feels so amazing. But I want to, what is so interesting is there are a lot of people that say, oh, you have an opportunity to start a new year every single day that you wake up. And I totally agree with that. And I really started thinking about why does it always feel so different at the beginning of the year? Yes, there is normally massive celebrations. The ball dropping at New York was completely different this year. But regardless of that, why is it such a difference between the normal day to day, Monday to Tuesday, November to December, January to February? And the reason is because as a collective across the globe, all of us have been focused on ripping that calendar from 2020 to 2021. And that collective energy creates momentum, excitement, and hope. And it does get harder as the months go along, as the weeks go along, to continue with this awesome energy that we're all feeling today, especially after the year that we have all had globally. What I wanted to pass on to you today, I will be brief because I appreciate your time on New Year's Day, is I do want to pass on something that matters. And I think we typically, take time to look back over the year. Absolutely. The purpose of looking back is to make sure that you've taken every ounce of lesson out of what was there for you to learn. Because if you don't, you will be learning that lesson again. So acknowledge those lessons, be thankful for them, be grateful for them, and clear your mind of any baggage and move forward, starting fresh. That is the beauty, that is the gift of a new year. And it is your choice. You get to decide whether or not you want to continue carrying into the new year anything that did not serve you, anything that you're kind of hesitant on. So it is your choice to continue to repeat anything that didn't work for you in the past. So I hope that you will take time today, not necessarily to look back, but to assess what worked, what didn't, and decide how you're going to take action moving forward. And of course, our health was absolutely at the top of all of our minds this year. And we all typically start the year out with fantastic intentions. I do have something for you all, which I'll talk about towards the end, that has to do with incorporating your health into your business planning and launching your new year. But why is it that our health is so important? Our health is literally energy in motion. Well, energy is just that, constantly moving. And what has happened over this past year is that we've been confined into a very specific space. Have we gleaned massive gratefulness over our families, over our connections, our health? Absolutely. But we've also been stagnant. And in being stagnant, it creates ease in our body. So if you're one of those that does feel sluggish, and have felt it in bits and pieces throughout the past year, it's because your body is craving more motion, more moving forward, more actual action in the energy that your body is actually creating. I hope that your health is a part of your priority for 2021. And again, like I said, I will share with you towards the end about an opportunity that I have for you to join me in making your health an absolute priority for you. And the last part is, as I spoke about in episode 30, what I would love to pass on to all of you is that while life always will have its ups and downs, if we can focus on what inspires us, what brings us joy, it is that hope, that light at the end of the tunnel that will pull us and draw us. You know, Tony Robbins talks about how you're either motivated by pain or you're motivated by pleasure. And most people are motivated by pain. I think I'm one of those, but I also think that I have come to a place in my life where I've flipped the switch to being way more motivated by being inspired, by finding joy in the moment. My whole life, I have always done what I was passionate about at extreme cost sometimes. And as I talked about in my episode last Wednesday, again, episode 30, about inspired action versus action out of responsibility, I compare it to when I train for a marathon. And there are days that I don't want to get out of bed to train and run, especially the long runs, because I know what I'm physically going to have to go through. And the runs that I have prepared myself for a couple of days ahead, I've hydrated, I've fueled correctly. That morning that I have to do that long run, when I have prepared myself, when I have been accountable and been disciplined, I actually am inspired and know that run is going to be amazing. And every single time it is. You know, there's a great thing about that all runners talk about. It's called a runner's high. And you typically get it around mile 5 or 6. And, it carries you through for a long time. And especially with the marathon, you have, when you hit mile 18 to 21, depending on your body, you hit that wall is what they call it. And then your instinct, your spirit takes over. And what I hope and pray and wish for all of us in 2021 is that we have hit mile 18 to 21 with year 2020, and that our spirit takes over and ignites us. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional because that's how I feel when I'm at that place in a run. And you're getting towards the end, and there are more people towards the finish line, and they're complete strangers cheering you on. And that's where we've been through 2020. So start this year off getting towards the end of this marathon and really find what truly inspires you and freaking go for it, y'all. Just go all in. If it doesn't inspire you, if you don't feel completely lit up over the idea of doing something, don't do it. Now, the caveat to that is your health. That is not up for discussion. That is non-negotiable. You do have to take care of yourself, but there are different ways. Literally, I incorporated the rebounder over this past year. And I don't know if you know this or not, but like 11 to 12 minutes of rebounding is like running 30 to 40 minutes. So there are ways that you can hack your way into the things that you don't necessarily want to do, but you know that in order to be completely, truly fulfilled and inspired, they are a part of that disciplined action that you have to do. So again, thank you all for joining me on these 12 doors to 2021. I continue to appreciate you following me and listening in. Love your feedback. So grateful for it. And If you need assistance at all, please don't ever hesitate to reach out to me. You can follow me as always on Instagram, as well as just feel free to give me a text, whatever works best for you. But if you are ready to implement your 2021 inspiration plan, I absolutely have a program for you, whether you're baby stepping it or going all in. If you're an all in kind of person, then my Elevate program is perfect for you because it is 100% customized to you and your needs. Or if you're a little just not sure and you want to, like I said, baby step your way into getting inspired, then that would be my Inspired and Taking Action program. Both of which can be found, of course, as I always say, in my link in bio. So you can look at it down here. It's lauradowdy.com/link in bio. Blessings to you all, abundance, happiness, and cheers to your inspired life for 2021. Bye, y'all. Happy New Year. Thanks so much for listening to today's episode of the Experiment podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, rate us, and leave us a review. And as always, follow me on Instagram at LauraDowdy_LE for Live Excellence. Go make a difference, y'all. The world needs you.